Hey guys, Ralph Havens here, physical therapist in Bellingham, Washington, Fairhaven, Washington. I'm on the Interurban Trail, great trail through the Chuckanut Mountains here. And this video could be the answer, the key for you. If you're dealing with a running injury, some sort of problem that's not letting you run or not letting you run the way you want to run, something that's been bugging you for quite a while, even if you're a walker and you can't even walk because of pain, I've got something for you that I think could be very useful for you. So first off, I'm a physical therapist, integrative manual physical therapist, and I help people heal. I help people find the root causes of what's going on for them, and so they can get their health and their life back, their running back, and live how they want to live. Now the key with this is to find out what's going on. We've got something I'm going to tell you about. If you're here in Bellingham, if you're here in Fairhaven, Washington, on Thursdays, a free Thursday running and walking healing clinic. It's a way for me to put my hands on you, check and see what's going on, let you know what's going on, and actually do a short session, which can actually make big changes. And I'm going to tell you about a few stories so you can have hope, so you can know that there is something that can be done for you. So in our first free Thursday session, I had someone come by. He's a dad of a runner that I know, and he had something happen a few months before, about 2 or 3 months before. He was rolling over in bed, I think. That's the way I remember him explaining it. And he had a pain in his hip, and it would glitch. It would kind of click and pop. And he couldn't really walk in the first part of the morning or whenever he would stand up from sitting. And he had to kind of adjust it, and he couldn't run. And so he came to see me, and I saw, when I did my assessment, I saw the cartilages in the actual hip joint were just a little askew. They were just a little off. And so there's a technique that I use called type 3s, and I helped it get back in place. And he instantly got up. He could bring his knee up. He could put his shoe on for the first time in months without pain. And a week later, I talked to him, and it was still gone. So now, the next one is somebody that I saw, and he's a coach here, helping little middle school kids. And so I'm quite a few, actually younger than middle school. I was helping coach a group called Trailblazers. And he hadn't been able to run for a year or maybe 2 years. And he had had surgery on his knee, and it hadn't helped. And he was really strong. His exercises, he was able to do strengthening exercises that I can't even do. But he couldn't run. And so one day after the run that everybody else ran, and he was just walking with the group, I evaluated him. I put my hands on him. I found out what was going on. And for him, his gastrointestinal tract, his gut, was completely locked up. And I have a way to feel what the problem is, what's the cause of that. And so what I found was a severe gluten sensitivity problem, severe. And he was in his 20s, and I didn't even realize that he had an autoimmune condition. He also had a bunch of other conditions. And so I told him about it. He went gluten-free. And a few weeks later, he was back to running, and his autoimmune condition went away. And he said he was no longer getting sick. Now, this was a 5-minute assessment, and I found the thing, and he changed the thing, and he got well. So whatever you're dealing with, there's a reason. There's a reason. And if you can find it, you can fix it. Now, when I first started out with this kind of work, I was a runner. I'm still a runner. And I'm 65 years old now. So when I was 37, I couldn't run all of a sudden. And so instead of running 70, 80, 90 miles a week, for the first time in my life, I couldn't run. And it went on for 8 months. And for 8 months, I would go 5 minutes of running, and my lower leg would seize up, and I couldn't run. It was beyond disturbing. And so I was already a physical therapist. I had my physical therapists that were working for me work on me. It didn't work. I had massage. It didn't work. I had 3 different pairs of orthotics. It didn't work. I went to multiple therapists. It didn't work. And I finally went to one therapist, and she put her hand on my foot and said, "You got a problem with your heart. It's your aorta. It's the big vessel in your heart. It's got a disruption of membrane wall integrity. It was literally leaking a little bit. Now, not enough to cause a medical condition yet, but my body in its wisdom was spasming my lower leg because of problems with my arteries." So she did a 2-hour session, and 2 days later, I thought, I think I can go for a run. And I tested it, and I was back to running. So the key is what's going on with you? What's going on with your running? What's going on with your body? What's the real reason? And so what we're going to be doing is every Thursday at 6 p.m. at my office in Fairhaven, 1134 10th Street in Fairhaven, Washington, Bellingham, Washington, right by the Village Green. We're going to be doing assessments. And you can come and bring your running injuries and walking injuries. I'm going to take a look and let you know what I see, give you things to help you right there. If we can fix it in a 5-minute thing, I'll show you. I'll do it. And you know, I have one-on-one sessions. I have people that come for multiple days, multiple hour sessions from all over the world. I have people that come in person and online. But for right now, what I'm talking about is a free session, free Thursdays. I'm also going to be showing you our really cool self-treatment and processes and drills and things that we do for me and my son, and both my sons and my wife, to stay healthy and happy and whole and running. So if you want to get your running back, if something's not working for you and you want my help before you've lost all help, come on in, give it a try, and we hope to see you. So Thursday, 6 p.m. at Fairhaven, Washington, by the Village Green, and 1134 10th Street. Fairhaven runners and walkers, let's get ourselves healthy, let's get running, and let's do what we're here to do. All right, Ralph Havens signing off.